Imagine your family has just purchased a plot of land for a new home here in Wakiso District. Looking at the site plan, you can see the property is an irregular, four-sided shape. However, standard building blueprints require perfect rectangles. We can solve this by changing the shape. Watch as we shift the boundaries into a triangle and then into a rectangle. The golden rule of geometric transformation is that while the outer perimeter changes, the total surface area remains exactly the same. Mastering this rule allows you to map out standard building space on an irregular plot without wasting a single square meter of your land. We'll start with the original four-sided plot on the drafting table. Our first goal is to reduce these four sides down to 3. First, we draw a diagonal line connecting point A to point C. This isolates one corner, creating a temporary working triangle. If you try to guess the next line by eye, your area calculation will be inaccurate. Geometric transformation relies on a specific law. Triangles on the same base between parallel lines have equal areas. Sliding the top point of a triangle along a track that is perfectly parallel to its base keeps the total area constant. To draw that track accurately, we use set squares. Lock the first set square against the diagonal AC. Slide the second set square down that track until it reaches point D. From there, draw a dashed line down to meet the extended baseline at point E. Now, connect point C to point E. By using set squares and parallel lines, we've shifted the irregular plot into a triangle containing the exact same workable area. Next, we convert this equal area triangle into a final rectangular plan. To do this, we need the triangle's true height. Drop a perpendicular line from the top point straight down to the base to find the full height. If this triangle has a height of 8 centimeters, what must the height of an equal area rectangle on that same base be? Look at the math. A triangle's area is 1/2 base times height. Since a rectangle's area is simply base times height, a rectangle sharing the same base must have exactly half the height to keep the areas equal. Use a compass to bisect that 8 centimeter perpendicular height, marking the halfway point at 4 centimeters. Draw a horizontal line through that halfway mark, then drop vertical lines from the ends of your base to complete the rectangle. Cutting the height in half provides the definitive link between triangular geometry and rectangular construction. Even though the perimeter has changed significantly, the total workable area is exactly what we started with. Manipulating the perimeter gives you complete control over the shape, while the area remains locked. Remember these 3 steps. First, the diagonal cut. Isolate a vertex to create a working triangle. Second, the parallel slide. Use set squares to move that vertex without losing area. Third, halve the height. Apply the formula conversion to finalize your rectangle. Surveyors, architects, and builders in Uganda use these drafting steps to mathematically reshape irregular real-world plots into the perfectly planned, buildable spaces required for construction.